Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and salam keluarga Malaysia. I am Azwaadiey Rosli from UiTM Cawangan Pulau Pinang. In Fix today, I would like to present my research paper entitled Slope Assessment Using Proforma Form for Slope Failure. Before we go into detail, I would like to discuss 7 main aspects regarding this research. And the first one, introduction, and the second one, problem statement, and the third one, research objective. And would like to continue significance of study, literature review, methodology, and last but not least, in conclusion. First of all, allow me to give a brief introduction regarding this topic. Slope failure at Cameron Highland become a nightmare for the public because often associated with death and loss of property. According to Majid et al. 2022, from 1993 to 2016, major landslide causes 131 deaths, 46 injury, and 53 families evacuated. So we need to know the slope failure is so very important to everybody give full attention because the slope failure can be affected for everybody. According to cutting paper from Azwaadiey on 3 December 2021, that landslide reported death case and also landslide still happened on 5th of December 2021. Also from the cutting paper, and we can see that cost of slope repair in January 2021 almost 2 billion ringgit. What's the problem statement? The slope failure always happen in Cameron Highland. The failure because of rainfall. So the landslide happen and keeps risk to people and properties. And what is the current situation nowadays? After a landslide happen, JKR assess the risk by using an incident proforma form. This incident proforma form analyzed using a traditional method to measure X, Y, and slope inclination. And for example, using a traditional method, and what important that in this method are not too accurate. Refer to figure 2.1 list of equipment. This is example of the equipment they're using by JKR to do assessment on slope failure. And what needs more to be done? The test, analyze, and identify. I would like to test, analyze, and identify two different slope failure using proforma form by Public Works Department. The research objective to collect data from two slope failure to cite and analyze the data using the standard forensic form provided by JKR Slope Forensic Work Division incident proforma form. The site located at both tea plantation and ringlet and several sections in the federal road between Tanah Rata to Brinchan, Cameron Highland, Bahar. And the second research objective to analyze the difference and similarities between the two slopes that have a failure. What is the significance of the study? This research was done to understand more about slope condition since there is not so much study on the slope was done. And the second one, the slope assessment is important to JKR in ensuring the safety of slope and action needs to be taken. For the industry, slope assessment is important to identify the type of material and structures that can be used in repairing slope. And the fourth, for the community, it can identify whether the slope is safe or not. This have a literature review. I have a full literature review based on according to B.A. Hadi 2017. Slope failure always occur due to the attendance of water from rainfall. And the rainfall in Cameron Highland is very intensive. According to Petri 2017, a landslide at a construction site at Tanjung Bunga, which is in a suburban of Georgetown, happened. This tragedy killed 11 site workers who work at the construction site for 49-story residential tower. And the last one, according to Mail Online, December 6, 2008, a massive landslide on the outskirts of Kuala Lumpur was reported. This accident killed 4 people, left 1 person missing, and another 15 were injured. So mean that the landslide is a very high risk and can be can be cause also a death. This is the methodology. The first one, I will collect the equipment that need to be brought and the second one, I need to double check that all equipment still function, because if the equipment not function, so when I go to the site, it's just not worthy, because we need to do assessment and the site visit and collect data, and the last one, analyze different and similar data. This one is a very important equipment I need to have. I must borrow. This one I will borrow and take from a surveying lab at UiTM Cawangan Pulau Pinang, and I need to measure and make sure the all equipment have a function, can be using on the Cameron Highland site. Okay. And then this one is example pro forma form. I need to fill out using a traditional method. Okay, using a traditional method mean do assessment and record by using a pro forma form. Okay, to fill up the pro forma form, we have 7 steps. The first one, general information. The second one, I must be the detailed infection. The third one is step 3 for incident form information. Step 4 is status of failure. Step 5 is failure impact. Step 6 is site sketch. And step 7 is quality assurance. And then this is an example geology map of Peninsular Malaysia, and this is Cameron Highland. And then this example site photo at both the plantation Cameron Highland, 27 October 2021. What is important that you can see that how struggle I am to do assessment to collect data on slope failure. So you can see example if okay, this is second side. You can see if the inclination or high or left is high, how going on? I need to go there to upstairs. This is using a traditional method. Okay, so but I need to go there. I must enhance there to make sure I collect the data. Okay, you can see how I'm struggle to do that. You can see I will try to my best to make sure I'm collect data using a pro forma form to make sure that the data can be analyzed, because we need to know, we need to see indifferentiation and the similarity based on slope failure, based on already failure slope example that. So you can see I go to climb at the mount of example that to collect a data. And then for this one, and these of the result I'm finding. What is the similarity first? Okay, based on type of slope, both of site 1 and site 2 is a slope failure. Okay, times is the same because time may end, but a different day is just a 1 day. Okay, feature type, both of these are cut slope, location of failure, both of base, slope type, both of granite, residual soil, and equipment, same equipment I'm using, type of form we are using collect data as the same as a pro forma form. Okay. What is the differences? Okay, you can see that the location name, Ladang Tepo and Tanah Rata to Brincang. Location area, the first one is agriculture. The second one is urban. The width, you can see that 2 meters. On site 1, 2 meters. On site 2, almost 9 meters. In depth, on site 1, just less than 1 meter. On site 2, almost at 3 meters, and left mean a high, or they call that inclination, a slope inclination. Inside one just 4.5 meter, but inside two almost 20 meter. And 20 meters, you can imagine how struggle to JKR do assessment, but we need to do that. So type of card, for the site 1 card for road, a second 2, the site 2 for card for development for business. And then date, site 1 27 and site 2 28. Why is a different day? Because at that we when I go there, it's a very tough, it's a lot of jam, and also have a landslide, a failure. So of course, when a slope failure happen, can cause a lot of people, example, and also traffic can be very, very jam. So challenge, if I can put of challenge or difficulty in terms of slope assessment based on a scale 4 to 5, so I will put the site 1 is 4 and site 2 is 5. So why? Because both are slope failure, and I believe that another slope, he's have a challenge, a challenges to do an assessment. It's not easy. So this is coordinate of different coordinate example. So this site sketch that everybody must done. So mean I need to do done like JKR do, need to start sketch to really more understand how the failure happen. Okay. Okay. Based on that, this is conclusion. You can see the first one, the site, the first site at Tehbo, but the second one site is urban. You can see before that in picture, the failure affected just a nearest store. Before when we go there, the nearest store is not open yet, but the slope failure already happened. So this is a very dangerous for other people. So the conclusion, this is research. Traditional method have a greater obstacle and challenge when involving larger slope failure. First. And the second one, I put that the traditional slope assessment has a limit because we need to see the weather, the type of a slope, how the bigger slope of failure. And the third one is recommended to use a drone. And for the future, we are recommended to use a drone in the future to observe data from slope failure. And the fourth one, drone data can evaluate. If you are using the drone data can evaluate and make a more detailed, in-depth analysis related to slope failure due to the drone ability. Because a drone nowadays can give a high definition images to do assessment. And then thank you, and I would like to all of you to give opportunity representation. And if you have any idea of that, you can email me. This is email azwaadiey2022@gmail.com.my. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.